now shifting our focus to the biggest story of the day, a dramatic political shift in Britain where Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced his exit plan from the Downing Street. The move clears the way for Andy Burnham to become the next Prime Minister by autumn. But why is Starmer facing pressure within his own party? And how could Labour see another leadership change so soon? Because Starmer himself was the sixth Prime Minister in 10 years. The pressure on Starmer increased after Andy Burnham, the mayor of Greater Manchester, returned to Parliament with a major victory in the Makerfield by-election. The win strengthened the calls for Burnham to take over the party leadership. Several cabinet ministers have privately told Starmer that his time may be up. A hostile cabinet meeting expected this week was already adding pressure to Starmer. Starmer had earlier said that he would fight any leadership challenge, but reports suggest that he spent the weekend at the Chequers retreat preparing a possible resignation plan. Meanwhile, questions remain over whether Burnham will face a leadership contest or become leader without a formal challenge. Former Health Secretary West has said that would contest a leadership race and claim support from dozens of Labour MPs as well. However, allies now suggest that he may step aside if the numbers do not support him. The political uncertainty has also drawn attention from abroad. US President Donald Trump appeared to refer to Starmer's resignation way before he announced officially in a social media post, blaming his government's record on immigration and energy policies as a failure. And now inside Britain, ministers urged Labour to handle any transition carefully after Starmer has announced his resignation. Business Secretary Peter Kyle admitted that forces were challenging Starmer's leadership for months now. He said that the party needed to put the country's interest first. Listen in to what Starmer had to say before leaving the office.
I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election. I have heard the answer of my parliamentary party to that question, and I accept that answer with good grace. Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. And when I leave the biggest job in the country, I shall spend more time on the most important job, being the best husband I can to my fantastic wife Vic, who has been a rock by my side through good times and bad, and being the best dad I can to my beautiful children, who are my pride and my joy. Thank you very much.
And now the questions remain that what exactly went wrong for Starmer from taking a landslide victory to a leadership crisis. Keir Starmer was accused of lacking a clear roadmap after entering the number 10. Critics said that there was no blitz of policies after taking office. Government activity was described as unfocused and reactive. Starmer was seen as prepared for the opposition politics but not day-to-day governance. His focus remained on discipline and winning the elections rather than planning delivery. Frequent changes in top advisors and leadership roles added to the instability in the government. A lack of a unified leadership style inside the Downing Street was also highlighted. Early months saw controversies over key policy decisions and U-turns. Welfare reforms and pension-related measures triggered public backlash as well. Now cuts to the winter fuel allowance added to the political damage. A strong shift away from Labour's left wing created internal tensions. Expulsions and suspensions dependent resentment within the party. Critics described it as a purge politics that left lasting divisions in the Labour Party. Now, despite being in power, Labour struggled to maintain internal support, and it led to the ouster of the sixth Prime Minister in 10 years in Britain's political history.